If you're shopping for a large air fryer, the real question isn't just size, it's how well it actually fits into the way you cook. Some models focus on smart precision, others on sheer capacity, and a few try to balance both. In this video, I'm walking you through a hands-on style largest air fryer comparison, focusing on what it's genuinely like to cook with these oversized air fryer ovens day to day. Links to the current prices for each model are in the description below. As we get into this, I'm super interested to hear what you honestly care about most in a large air fryer. Is it pure size, smarter cooking features, or just something that makes everyday meals easier? We'll start with the Typhur Sync Oven with Smart AI Wireless Meat Thermometer Probe, and this is where large capacity air frying begins to feel genuinely intelligent. As you use this oven, you're not relying on time or intuition alone. The wireless meat thermometer probe tracks internal temperature in real time, allowing the oven to respond as food cooks. This means when you're preparing whole chickens, roasts, or thick cuts of meat, you can expect consistent doneness without hovering or repeatedly opening the door. As you continue cooking with the Typhur Sync, the experience feels calm and precise. The digital interface coordinates with the probe so that heat output adjusts as your food approaches its target temperature. The convection system circulates hot air evenly throughout the spacious interior, creating an environment where air frying produces crisp exteriors while moisture is retained inside. You notice this most clearly when cooking proteins where texture and juiciness feel controlled rather than accidental. The oven's interior comfortably supports multi-rack cooking, making it easy to prepare multiple components of a meal at once. Sliding trays in and out feel stable and deliberate, reinforcing that this appliance is designed for larger quantities and frequent use. Because the probe communicates wirelessly, you're free to let the oven work without interrupting the cooking process, which helps maintain consistent internal heat. What ultimately stands out is how much confidence this oven gives you when cooking at scale. Instead of guessing, you're guided by real-time temperature data, and that transforms how you approach larger meals. It's a modern, precision-focused experience that earns its place among contenders for a top-rated largest air fryer, especially for cooks who value control as much as capacity. Moving on to the Kalorik Maxx Digital Air Fryer Oven 26 Quart, this model makes its intentions clear the moment you open the door. With a true 26-quart interior, you're no longer shrinking recipes or cooking in batches. As the oven preheats, the powerful convection system quickly fills the cavity with circulating heat, creating ideal conditions for air frying larger volumes of food all at once. As you cook with the Kalorik Maxx, the airflow feels assertive and consistent. Fries spread across a full tray brown evenly, wings cook uniformly, and roasted vegetables develop color without needing constant attention. The digital control panel provides access to a wide range of cooking modes, allowing you to shift seamlessly between air frying, roasting, baking, and more without changing appliances or techniques. The generous interior gives you flexibility in how you use the space. You can cook on multiple racks simultaneously or dedicate the entire cavity to a single oversized dish. The oven maintains stable temperatures throughout the cooking process, so opening the door briefly doesn't disrupt results. Everything about the experience feels geared toward volume and efficiency. If you regularly cook for a family or like to meal prep for the week, I'm very curious if having this much space would actually change how you cook day to day. Over time, the Kalorik Maxx feels liberating. You're free to cook for gatherings, meal prep, or large households without compromise. It behaves like a full-size oven that happens to excel at air frying, which is why it frequently appears in in-depth largest air fryer reviews focused on capacity and performance. Next, let's move on to the Midea Flexify French Door Toaster Oven Air Fryer Combo, which approaches large capacity cooking from a more ergonomic angle. The French door design changes how you interact with the oven, opening wide, without needing extra clearance and giving you immediate access to the interior. Loading large trays or tall dishes feels natural and unconfined. Once cooking begins, the convection system distributes heat evenly across the oven's interior, supporting reliable air frying, roasting, and baking. You can expect foods on different rack levels to cook at similar rates, which makes preparing complete meals much more manageable. The oven maintains steady temperatures, helping surfaces crisp while interiors cook through evenly. The interior layout encourages multi-level cooking without feeling crowded. As heat reflects and circulates throughout the cavity, food develops consistent color and texture. Checking on your meal feels unobtrusive thanks to the wide glass doors, allowing you to monitor progress without significantly disturbing the cooking environment. Living with the Midea Flexify feels intuitive and approachable. It doesn't demand changes to how you cook. Instead, it adapts to your habits while giving you more space to work with. In the context of a broader largest air fryer comparison, it stands out for how thoughtfully it balances size, access, and everyday usability. Now we come to the Instant Omni Plus 18L Air Fryer Toaster Oven, a model that blends generous capacity with the brand's reputation for dependable design. With an 18-liter interior, you have room to cook whole chickens, large casseroles, or multiple trays of food while still keeping a manageable countertop footprint. The oven heats quickly, bringing you to cooking temperature without long waits. As you use the Omni Plus, its versatility becomes clear. It supports air frying, baking, roasting, broiling, toasting, dehydrating, and rotisserie cooking, allowing you to explore a wide range of techniques in one appliance. Air frying produces crisp, evenly brown results, while roasting and baking benefit from stable, well-regulated heat. The rotisserie function adds another layer to the experience. Watching meat rotate slowly as hot air surrounds it creates even browning and helps retain moisture. Interior lighting and a clear glass door make it easy to monitor cooking progress, reinforcing a sense of control and precision. Over time, the Instant Omni Plus proves itself as a reliable workhorse. It's equally comfortable handling quick weeknight meals and more involved recipes, delivering consistent results without fuss. That dependable performance is why it continues to be featured in largest air fryer reviews that emphasize versatility and ease of use. Finally, we arrive at the Emeril Lagasse Extra Large French Door Air Fryer Toaster Oven Combo, where scale and ambition truly converge. The extra large interior is designed to accommodate oversized roasts, large trays, and multi-dish meals without crowding. Opening the French doors reveals a wide, unobstructed cooking space that immediately feels accommodating. Once cooking begins, the convection fan system circulates hot air dynamically throughout the oven, adapting to different cooking modes. You can expect evenly cooked food with crisp exteriors and well-cooked, moist interiors. Whether you're air frying, roasting, or baking, the heat moves consistently around the food, helping everything cook at a similar pace. As you spend more time with the Emeril Lagasse air fryer oven, the depth of its functionality becomes clear. Air frying delivers a satisfying crunch, baking produces even coloration, and roasting feels confident and controlled. The large interior allows you to prepare multiple components of a meal at once, and the steady airflow ensures each dish receives balanced heat exposure without needing constant repositioning. What defines the experience most is the sense of freedom it offers. You're no longer adapting recipes to fit a small basket or shallow tray. Instead, the appliance adapts to your cooking ambitions. That expansive, flexible approach is exactly what many people are looking for when searching for a top-rated, largest air fryer that can handle both everyday meals and special occasions. Before we wrap up, I'm genuinely curious which of these ovens fits your cooking style the best. Are you leaning towards smart features, maximum capacity, or something that just feels easy to live with? Please let me know in the comments. When you step back and look at all of these models together, it's clear that large capacity air fryers are no longer just about cooking more food at once. They're about cooking with more confidence, flexibility, and less friction. Each of these ovens shines in a different way, and the right choice really comes down to how you cook and what you value most in your kitchen. If you want to explore them further, the links to the current prices are in the description below, making it easy to compare and decide which one fits your space and your routine best.